All right, we're getting set for week number 2 of AFL football action. We are on the grounds of Dalhousie University as you see the Holland College Hurricanes looking to try to put the one back in their 1-1 record here today. Going to be taking on the hometown Dalhousie Tigers here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Hi, everybody. Dan Hobson. Delighted to have the call here in this one. These teams met just last weekend in Holland. It was 41-18 victory here for the Dalhousie Tigers as the Holland College Hurricanes hit the field looking here to try to, as I said, even their record at 1-1 as we are into week number 2. They have brought a good vocal crowd here in this one. There was a lot of jabs going back and forth before we even got this kickoff going here. So you know that this is going to be a very heated contest. And sometimes when you have a back-to-back like this situation, you have a couple of teams that they've grown a little bit of a hate for each other so far. And that could be the case here for Aaron McIsaac's crew based out of Holland College. So they had some good players have a chance that have had some success at the high school level. So here they are and looking, as they said, to go 1-1. And probably maybe get a chance to take a look at them offensively, maybe see if they've made some adjustments. Of course, they've had a chance to look at some tape to get ready for this matchup. As the fans start to gather here for the Dalhousie Tigers. As I said, 41-18 victory last weekend in Holland. So the thing is that you also know that when you have that first matchup and then you have the return matchup, the back end of a home-and-home series, there's really not much of a surprise factor. The surprise factor was last week, so we'll see what adjustments here Holland will make here today as we still await the entrance, and the fans will tell you about the entrance of those Dalhousie Tigers. A program that started back in 2010. It was an interesting time. I was actually involved with Dalhousie Tigers football as I was the original PA guy back when this team originally started, and it's hard to believe 15 years later I'm back here in the booth and delighted to be back here on the grounds of Dalhousie University, Wickwire Field. Remember some of the fun things that they've had here. They even had, at one point, they even had a lobster tailgate party. So they basically had, right behind our broadcast booth, they set up tents and lobsters and had little tailgate parties many moons ago. So goes to show you how they have built a program and made it a very fun atmosphere for football to return to Dalhousie. As they said, it did that in their first year. Couple of names that, of course, you're going to want to keep an eye on here is Dante Gabrielli. He's based out of Truro. He's a former Truro Minor Football League player, played with the Tide as well as the Freightliners, and then moved on to CEC. So he has a little bit of experience in the QB position. As the cheerleaders are starting to make a little bit of noise, as you see, here come the Dalhousie Tigers making their way onto Wickwire Field, hoping to improve to 2-0. Luke Proctor, number 21, as well as Ethan Lord. Lord, see him plenty in this game, the wide receiver. And now they start to make the noise, come onto the field, and here they come, and the fans start to make some noise here at Wickwire Field. New coach to start the season, Freddie Diab, has taken over the reins of the team. So this team has had a lot of, with club teams, you usually have like a lot of sometimes coaches turnovers type of thing. Beautiful day, beautiful night for football, no wind, so the kicking game shouldn't be affected here. Temperature right around about 18 degrees, but we'll probably get down to maybe close near to single digits by the time that this night is over. You see Luca Langell, number 92, is a former CEC Cougar as well. Talked about Dante Gabrielli. He is as well. Get the chance to work for Luca Langell's mother, Stacy, as she was involved with Truro Minor football. So all the years, and last time I had a chance to see Luca Langell, number 92, there in the corner of your screen, he had to be carried off the field, had a serious leg injury. And it's good to see that he sort of rebounded and come back. As we'll send it down to field level. Jim Wilson will handle the opening here. Rick Rivers is the PA announcer.
Welcome, everybody.
Why's your live? Oh my goodness, why?
Don't worry about that. Why doesn't need to do that?
Melvin, you're live now.
Welcome. We're having a wonderful technology evening so far, so thanks for your patience.
Ella, you can just go back to the
From the island.
You can't hear what they're saying.
Nice to see the cheaper fees to come across the bridge.
Thank you.
Welcome everybody that are representing the Dalhousie Tigers. And now I'm going to ask Paisley to sing "O Canada." If you could stand and take off your caps.
Okay, Rick, I'll get you on the
That'd be
singer.
great, thank you.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada,
Matthew Paisley. All right.
So we're just moments away from kicking this off. It's the home opener for the Dal Tigers. And as I mentioned, if maybe you're just joining us, 41-18 last week. Dalhousie victorious over Holland. Holland hoping to spoil the home opener here today as the officials make their way here to midfield. Busy time of year for the officials because not only do they have, of course, got the club football, the AFL that you're watching right now. You also have the AUS and also, of course, high school sports. Pretty much all the way across Atlantic Canada right now. So it's a busy time of year, but it's also a great time of year as they are about to do the coin toss. This sometimes is, of course, very, very important because sometimes with the wind, if you win it, you want to make sure that you want to have the wind in your favor in the fourth quarter, but there is no wind right now. It is just basically the trees not moving around, so. But they may actually, basically have a lot of confidence there in their special teams to try to take it down the field. And as we see the coin toss. Will be Dal kicking off, and it will be Holland that will get the first touch here. This one is they shake hands here on this Saturday night here from Wickwire Field. As I said, about 18 degrees. Could see the temperature drop to maybe about 10 degrees, 9 degrees by the time this one is over. But it is a beautiful night for football here at Dalhousie in the Halifax Regional Municipality. And one of the things that for Holland College, having a chance to follow some of the ACAA sports throughout the last 10 years, been doing this, they have a big crowd that comes with them, and this is basically just right on par for them. They've had a big vocal pink crowd brought out. This is Liam Mosner. He's going to do all the kicking. He's also the punter here for this team, and he'll kick this off as he tees it up at the 45. Landon McClellan back near his 10-yard line, as well as Weston Brown set to bring this back. And as you hear,
Keats and Cardona deep for the Hurricanes.
You'll hear the big boom, and just like that, the home opener is underway as Cardona catches that on the run. Cardona cut towards the middle, brought down just shy of the 35 or the 34-yard line, so he'll get about close to 14 on the return.
Tackle made by McCarthy.
And Holland will get their offensive line and offensive stars out here. And we'll see if they start the game with a little bit of a ground game.
First and 10 Holland from their 34-yard line.
Ben Chemeluk, the starting quarterback here for Holland College Hurricanes. Shotgun formation on first and 10. Fakes the handoff, pass Incomplete. It almost went into the hands of A.J. Irving off the deflection. They faked the handoff and then threw it. It was a little bit just too hard there for Keller Purcell. We take a look at the replay, but A.J. Irving almost trying to be the benefactor of the old tip drill there. We'll bring it up to 2nd and 10. Once again, shotgun formation. Airs it. And they'll get to the sideline. And
Shumalock on the quarterback carry. Good for boats.
yeah, Shumalock, as you saw, nothing going, so he just tucked his head down, got down there, and it's going to be just 3 yards shy. So it's going to be 3rd and 3. And for Aaron McIsaac, it's decision time for him, but it looks to be that they will send out the punting unit. And the punt is up there from John McGilvery. Ludes Ethan Lord momentarily brought down. Shoestring tackle, not much there on the return, but we have our first penalty of the night. As you see, he has a little bit of difficulty handling it, but scoops it up, but went for a loss. Ben Murdoch with the tackle there. Penalty going against Dalhousie. We'll set them back.
Dalhousie penalized for holding.
It's a holding call. And you can hear some of the fans, as I said, this is going to be a loud contest.
First down Tigers on about the 10.
So they're going to start right around their 10-yard line. Dante Gabrielli. And a quick little handoff here to Kwong. Kwong has first down and more. So he brings it close to the 35.
Leclerc in on the
Just a quick little cut towards the outside there for Kwong. And brought down there by Jean-Francois Leclerc for Holland College. So it is first chance and a first down here for Dalhousie. Gabrielli with the fake. And the handoff. And once again, it was right to Caden Kwong. As you see, he just basically run into the wall there. Brex McLeod with the tackle there for the Holland College Hurricanes. So it will be 2nd and 10. And usually they want to have positive yardage on the first down to make the second down a little bit easier, but 2nd and 10 is where they stand. Gabrielli back to throw, nothing there. Gabrielli, we've seen this a lot in his past history, puts on the Jets, cuts to the 50, up the midfield, and takes it into Holland College territory near the midfield stripe. That's good for about 20, as you see. And just forced out there by the nick of time there by John O'Neill, as well as Gavin Giddings there for Holland College. So 1st and 10 from midfield. Gabrielli, direct snap. Once again, he's now into Holland College territory, getting about 7 on that first opportunity. Shotgun formation, and it's just sort of like almost like the old Ken Hobart days is what you used to see that from the old CFL from way back when. Just take the direct snap on the shotgun and just go up the field and get 6. So it's 2nd and short, a short 4. Gabrielli This time they'll hand it off. And that would be enough to get the first down, as it's Caden Kwong once again, the ball carrier.
7 or 8, good for the first down. Tackle made by Leclerc.
Once again, Melvin will be coming back to you after this round.
Jean-Francois Leclerc on the tackle there for Holland College. So a drive that started here for the Dalhousie Tigers at their 10, now down close to the 40 of Holland, where it's 1st and 10. Gabrielli puts it up, and nothing much there for Ethan Lord, as he's tackled there as Landon McClellan met him just as soon as he got the ball. As you take a look at it, lots of protection, but just right there, right time, when there was Landon McClellan for a short 3, where it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun formation again for Gabrielli. Lots of protection. He'll air it out. And it's caught. Making the catch is Isaac Mason. As you see, Gabrielli airs it out. Lots of protection. And Isaac Mason thought he made the catch, but it ended up not, so it's 3rd down. So my apologies on that. Freddie Diab has opted here to put the punting team out here, as Mosner's back near midfield, hoping to pin Holland College deep in their own zone. Chips it towards the corner, trying to angle it out of bounds. Scooped up there by McClellan, and nothing much there. And so they'll get it to, as I said, takes a little bit of a friendly bounce, as you see on the replay. Some of the fans thinking there should have been no yards. Of course, if it bounces, it's a 5-yard penalty, but no flag on the play. So another chance here for the Holland College offense. Ben Chemiluk. Once again, shotgun formation. And then he'll hand it off. Nice little move to the outside. Sure tackle there is coming up on the play there was Pierce Saunders. Up to close to the 43. Close to like 23 yards on that carry. But there's a flag, and you can see Holland is marching back. It's going to be an offside call here to Holland. So a 23-yard gain for them, wiped off because of a flag.
Five-yard penalty on the Hurricanes.
So we'll back him up 5 to make it a 1st and 15. Near the 15-yard line. Ben Chemiluk. Oh, they had the nice little run there set up, and the catch there by Keller Purcell. And Purcell with the first down signal, as you see. They just run a little bit of a slant play. And, of course, one chance there, opportunity for A.J. Irving to make first contact, and the tackle there for Dalhousie, and he just spins off him and kept on going down the field. So takes it to the 35. And there's trying to go up the gut there was Holland. And nothing there. As you see, just sort of like a direct snap there to Ben Murdoch. So 2nd and 10 from the 35. Dow might have got away with one and an offside. They air it out down the sideline. Incomplete as they were trying to hit Aaron McArty. Dow might have jumped, but they got back in time. As you take a look, as you see a little bit of a jump there by Evan Collins. And Ben Chemeluk aired it out. They were trying to hit. And unsuccessful, so it makes it 3rd and 8. John McGilvery back to kick for Holland College. Ethan Lord, one of the 2 punt returners here for Dow. A little bit of a line drive bouncing kick. Takes a friendly Holland bounce, but right to Ethan Lord. Lord brings it up to the 50, and he's brought down there by Mackenzie Mason. So good field possession here, the 2nd possession here for Dalhousie Tigers. They had to start their first possession at the 10, so this is, as I said, good field position here for Dante Gabrielli and crew. Nearing the halfway point of the first quarter. Penalty's going to move this back, so good return sort of goes down by the wayside and a holding call on the return. So back it here to the 40-yard line for the Tigers, 1st and 10. Gabrielli hands it off. Kwong, the ball carrier, gets about half of it back, maybe about 7 to be precise. Pretty much right there, handoff right to Caden Kwan, who's got a lot of touches so far. So we're looking at a 2nd and 4 for Dow. And this time they'll hand it once again off to Kwong, and he'll have the first down and more. So he takes it to the 53-yard line. So this is definitely not the start that the Holland College Hurricanes would like, because they've had their defense on for about a good majority, as Dow Tigers have had some good conversion of first downs where it's been a couple of 2-and-outs here for the Holland College Hurricanes. So that's wearing the defense down a little bit early. So we'll see if Aaron McIsaac makes some substitutions here to try to rest some bodies here. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 53. Gabrielli trying to elude some pressure. Gabrielli getting close to the sideline, and he's brought down there by Noah Allen close to the sideline. Maybe no gain on the play. We'll see. Gabrielli, that's definitely one of the ones you have to say, very good job there by the secondary. As Noah Allen made that tackle, and it was almost close to a horse collar tackle, but 2nd and 10. Hand off to Kwong. And Kwong gets it up to midfield and no further. Only gets it to the 54 after placement, so with just about near 6 minutes to go, once again, Freddie Diab will put the punting unit on. Massner standing back at about his 40-yard line. And Landon McClellan back towards his 10 to receive it here for the Holland College Hurricanes. Lots of air time on that one. McClellan elects for the bounce. Takes a couple of friendly bounces. Maybe trying to see if he can get a no yards, but there's nothing there for him. As he was just smothered there and maybe got a couple yards on the return. As you see, just let the ball pretty much die and then pick it up, and that's probably not a bad idea because sometimes those strange bounces you could end up hitting you and have a difficulty. So you'd like to try to catch those on the fly if you can. But if not, then just at least make sure that you don't turn the ball over. So here it is, a 1st and 10 here for the Holland College Hurricanes. 5.5 left here in the first. Jimalik with a quick handoff.
Murdoch on the carry.
Ben Murdoch, the ball carrier, so you can see the little bit of a running game here for the Holland College Hurricanes.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Gains 1 will be 2nd and 9, so they're getting into those 2nd and long conversions here. And this one's case in point, 2nd and 9. Tigers bring in the heat, and the slant that time is working successful, complete. As coming up with the catch there is Mike Henneberry. But it's still going to be coming up a little bit shy of the first down by a couple of yards on the slant. They've been successful on the slants, but another 2 and out for the Holland College Hurricanes. So once again, going back to punt is John McGilvery. As he stands close to his 10-yard line. Bit of a line drive kick. Fielded by Lord near midfield stripe. Lord to the outside. Back into Holland College territory and right up to about the 40-yard line. So he gets about 10 of those back on the return.
First down, Tigers inside the Hurricane. We're looking at about the 53.
So it's a 48-yard line here, 1st and 10 for Dalhousie. Still waiting for our first points here. No score of about 4:20 left to go. Gabrielli's pass complete to Lord. Lord blows by a couple of players. Cuts back on the inside. The stiff arm takes it down deep into the red zone here for the Tigers. Pass was right close to his hip, but he manages to make it work for him. As you see, he gets out here. It's a bit of stiff arm. And then just a little bit of a breaking ankle play there to London McClellan. And coming over there was McGilvery, the kicker, playing the secondary here for Holland to make maybe a possible touchdown saving tackle. 1st and goal. Kwong. Nothing much there as he surrounded there. One of the bodies that was in on that play was John O'Neill for Holland. It was actually Brendan Hines, my apologies on that one, the fullback, getting his first carry. Not much there. We're at 2nd and goal. Low snap. And Gabrielli has difficulty, and it's gathered up there by Hines. Snap was low, and it was almost able for Holland maybe to pick it up and go the other way as you take a look at it. Liam Johnston is the center there, and Gabrielli's about ready to throw, and, well, he lost the pigskin in the process, but luckily Hines was right there in to scoop it up at least. Gabrielli's going to do the holding here on this kick here by Liam Masner. Should be just about a chip shot. Oh, but Gabrielli's going to fake. Gabrielli to the outside. Does he have enough room? Sure. grabbed there at the last second. And the gamble there for Dalhousie Tigers doesn't work out. And then, of course, it was basically Gabrielli going down and then lost the ball, and it's recovered there by Holland. So a lot happened on that play. So we're still waiting for our first points. Is great defensive play there by Ian Park, who punched the ball out of Gabrielli's hands. So it stopped what could have been probably a first down. He had plenty of yardage, getting close to that marker that he needed to gain. It was a good punch by him. So 3-2 and outs. Let's see what Ben Chemiluk and the Hurricanes have in store this time. They'll hand it off here to Pierce Saunders. Gets his first touch of the afternoon. Saunders getting about 5 on that one.
On the tackle, gain of 5 yards.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
We can't get one, so I'm doing my best to tell you where the ball is.
Chemiluk airs it out. And incomplete. In out of the hands of Matthias Johnson. As he had his chance, he got in behind the secondary of Dalhousie. As you take a look, plenty of airtime, one-on-one coverage, but just in and out of the hands. Julian McCarthy was back, but it would have been washed off the board as an offside call against Holland. So Freddie Diab has a choice here. What's he going to do? Whether to back him up and play second down or go decline and go third down. It's actually offside against Dalhousie, so brings it second down repeated and just short first down by a couple of yards. So it'll be 2nd and 2. Hurricanes yet to convert a first down, and this is their best chance to do that on a 2nd and 1. Once again, Ben Chemiluk in shotgun formation. And there's the handoff. And once again, the ball carrier there was Pierce Saunders for Holland. And that's enough to get the first down and more. You get down to the 36. So just like that, they're able to keep the offense on the field, which is kind of necessary because their defense was on the field for the majority of this first half. 53 seconds to go till the end of the first quarter. And there wasn't really much there this time for Pierce Saunders. Pretty much met in the backfield by a couple of Dow Tigers. Loss of 3, so they're going to bring up 2nd and 13, and there's been a lot of these here for the Holland College Hurricanes. A lot of 2nd and longs, and this is add another one to that category. As I said, 2nd and 13. Chemiluk back to throw quickly, and the pass incomplete as he was trying to get Mackay Hill as it went off his fingertips. So they managed to get a first down, but once again, having a hard time. Only got one first down so far in this game between the Tigers and Holland College Hurricanes. This has the potential to be the last play of the first quarter. McGilvery back to punt once again. He's getting some good airtime on his punts here so far. Good snap. And a little bit of once a line drive kick that's handled there by Ethan Lord. Ethan Lord cutting towards the sideline and brought down just shy of the 45-yard line, and that's how this first quarter ends. Dalhousie Tigers with a couple of first downs and got it down into territory, and then opted to try to go for a fake on the field goal, unsuccessful. And Holland College Hurricanes did manage to get one first down before the opening 15, but no score after the opening 15. You're watching the AFL here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. And welcome back. There was a flag there that was going to, of course, basically we're going to redo the end of this first quarter because the first quarter can't end on a flag. So penalty was to Holland, so it's going to back them up a little bit more. So basically looks to be a good situation here for the Dalhousie Tigers. They'll have some good, strong field possession here for this second quarter. As the kick from McGilvery's up. Fielded on a bounce there by Ethan Lord. Near the 55-yard line. He's up to the 50. Brought down out of bounds close to the 45-yard line. So he'll get 10 on the return. And as I said, they're going to start this possession down in Holland College territory. So they've moved the sticks and getting ready for the start of the second quarter. And good field position, as I said, for Dalhousie. You're going to start at the 45-yard line. Will be first and 10. Once again, Dante Gabrielli in shotgun formation. Going to set up the screen here to Kwong. Kwong to the outside, up to the original line of scrimmage. Getting up here to the 40, so it'll be good for about 5 to 6 yards. Actually, it'll be 7 to be precise. This sets up a second and a short 3. So lots of options here because Gabrielle, he's known to call his own number throughout his playing days at CEC as well as Truro minor football. So that's a possibility here. And they get the handoff there to Hines, and nothing much there. He's actually pushed back. It's Quan, to be precise. My apologies. So now what do you do if you're Freddie Diab? Do you go for it? Do you send the punting unit? Very long distance here for a field goal, and haven't known what Massner's distance is, so they're going to go for it on 3rd and 2. The handoff to Kwong. Will Kwong get enough there as he's trying to push the pile, push it ahead? Just enough, 3 yards for the first down that gets the crowd at Wickwire Field going, as you see on the handoff there, and got just enough. 3rd and 2, and he might have got 3 to 4 on it.
First down, Tigers on the 32-yard line of Holland.
So 1st and 10 from the 32. Gabrielli, nothing there, and he's sacked in the backfield. A pressure sack. Matthias Blay, first relay contact there on the Tigers quarterback and bring him down for a loss.
Plays in on the tackle.
To be about 2nd and 15. So this is the first time that I think that the Dow Tigers have been in a 2nd and long situation for them. So may take out Kwong and Gabrielli out of the running game for the meantime. Gabrielli got a shotgun, rolling out to the outside, and the pass is incomplete. He was trying to hit Ethan Lord. So it will be 3rd down, and Masner will be out to punt here for the Tigers. So about 3rd and 5. As I said, Masner will stand back about the midfield stripe here for the Tigers. McClellan pretty much hugging the goalpost in the end zone there for the Holland College Hurricanes. And it takes a Tigers bounce in towards the end zone. And a flag down. McClellan tackled in the end zone, but we'll see where the flag is. As the player also lost his shoe in the process. Definitely a no yards, so definitely of the 5-yard category. As I said, once again, if it takes the bounce, then as you see, the Tiger player just runs right by, so.
There is a flag on the play. I presume it's for no yards.
So 9:50 left in this one, and they said that last time these teams met, it was a high-scoring affair, 41-18. Right now, we've got goose eggs across the board, 9:50 to halftime. So the no yards will bring it back out, and as I say, sometimes you get the 5 yards, but if you don't make the intent as well, sometimes they'll add the extra 15, and that's the case here for Holland. 1st and 10. Off the fingertips, incomplete. Trying to hit Keller Purcell, cut towards the middle there was Chmieluk.
Chmieluk's pass intended for Purcell goes incomplete.
You see, he had lots of protection, lots of time. Closing in was Matt Irvine there. That was in the kitchen and maybe prevented that play from being a completion here for the Holland College Hurricanes. Another 2nd and 10 for them. Chmieluk eludes a tackle. Chmieluk getting to the outside. Flag down. Might have got close to like 4 yards, but there were flags down, especially some in the secondary. Yeah, Chmieluk brought down with a shirt tackle. Logan Steves bringing down Chmieluk. Penalty goes to Dow. So as a result of the penalty will result in a 1st down for the Holland College Hurricanes. Near the 35-yard line would be 1st and 10 for Holland. So defensive holding, of course, automatic 1st down. And there's a quick handoff there to Saunders again. Pierce Saunders, the ball carrier. Might have got at least 2 on that, so it's another 2nd and long here for Holland. And Aaron McIsaac helping that his offense can do at least something, at least have sustained drives. Only converted 1 1st down so far in this game, and their defense has been on the field a lot. Hoping to keep the drive alive. Screen set up to Saunders, and Saunders catches it, makes the catch, getting out to midfield. Into Tiger territory, brought down at the 53-yard line. Ask and you shall receive, Coach McIsaac. As Chibalik to Saunders. And that's their best offensive play so far of the night. And down into Tiger territory. Logan Steves making the tackle. So near midfield, a couple of Tigers go offside, so that should move that up 5. A procedure call. Actually, going to call procedure against Holland, so that's the reason why. So we'll actually back Holland by 5. So we'll make it 1st and 15.
First down, 50.
And it'll move them back to their own 51-yard line. Got a special treat coming up at the start of the third quarter. We're going to have the AFL Commissioner, Jim McDonald, the new Commissioner of the AFL. So he's going to stop by the booth, and we're going to have a little bit of chat about the AFL and how the job as Commissioner's going. Chemelik airs it out, and it's picked off by Drew Kinley. Kinley now bringing it upfield. He's up to the 45, down to the 50, still rumbling and bumbling. Brought down close to the 50. A big return there by Kinley. And we have a Dow Tiger down on the field. Generally there, as you see, getting your really good yardage there as Chemelik threw it up, and it was just basically a only man back was Drew Kinley. So we have a injury on the field here with 9:38 to go till halftime.
Langell, the injured Dalhousie player.
And once again, Dante Gabrielli leading the Tiger offense onto the field. His CEC as well as minor football teammate Luca Langell walked off on his own. So near the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers. Gabrielli airing it out. Pass is caught there by Isaac Mason. And Mason getting it down into Holland College territory. A gain of 9, 2nd and 1. It's at the 52 of Holland, so we'll see if Gabrielli calls his own number. Matthias Blay with the tackle. The quick handoff, Kwong. Ball carrier, he'll have 1st down and more. He takes it down to about the 43.
Kwong on the carry, good for the Tiger 1st down. Blades in on the tackle.
And Blay once again on the tackle there for the Holland College Hurricanes. Bringing him down there by the ankle tackle.
Hurricanes 45.
From the 43, 1st and 10, Gabrielli, not quite the cleanest of snaps, but they did manage to hand it off to Kwong, who's got to the outside. Kwong, and he's brought down by Collings of Holland. It gets to the outside. It said low snap, and Kwong got to the outside, got some real estate. And also closing in was Leclerc for
on the Hurricane 32.
I'll take it. I think she said she didn't want it. No, I don't mind either way. I don't care. Yeah. Also, yeah, I'm good. I know that is good. Where's my wife's just like really quiet. That was good. Thank you for telling me.
and nothing much there for a gain for Kwong.
Kwong tackled for a loss.
Rick, I'm going to come to you to the replay here, I think.
Another shoestring tackle there by Matthias Blay. He has just been all over this place here for the Holland College Hurricanes defense. Past the halfway point here of second quarter. Still waiting for our first points between the Tigers and Hurricanes. AFL football action here at Maritime Athletic Profiles. Dan Hobson along for the call. 6:50 left. Gabrielli airs it out. Pass is caught there by Mason.
Gabrielli's pass is complete.
Hey, we're going to come to you after the replay. Let Rick.
Mason on the reception.
Just inside the 30 of the Holland College Hurricanes. It'll be 3rd and 3, so see what Freddie Diab decides to do here. And it looks to be that they're going to go for it once again. Actually, it's going to be Masner is going to try to come in and kick the field goal. This will be about a 38-yarder. Kick. And they're having difficulties there with the snap. Gabrielli trying to scramble, throws it incomplete. So the special teams hurting here for the Dalhousie Tigers. The second time that they've had a chance to kick a field goal and having a difficulty trying to get the ball down for the field goal as the pass, as you see, goes incomplete. So some little bit of momentum here for the Holland College Hurricanes, and their offense comes back onto the field. Just under 6.5 left to go till halftime. 1st and 10. Chmieluk, shotgun formation. And now he decides to call his own number. And he's brought down. Logan Steves with the tackle. Next to no gain.
Tackled by number 19.
Steves also getting there was Drew Kinley, who had that interception. The leads cut the path down a bit. So it did gain just 1, 2nd and 9. This is one of the things I'm sure that Aaron McIsaac is going to try to do at halftime here. Is maybe see if they could try to get something going on first down. There's the pass is caught, Purcell. But he's gets it to Purcell. As you take a look at it, has some room, but pretty much the door was closed as Ervalo closed the door, so makes it about a 3rd and 5. So with the exception of one first down conversion, there's been a lot of 2-and-outs for Holland. And once again, Aaron McIsaac has to send out the punting unit as John McGilvery, who has been the busiest Holland College Hurricane here tonight. I think this is about his 4th or 5th punt. Lord and Proctor back near their 35-yard line for this punt. A little bit of a line drive kick. Lord looks to pick it up off the turf. Lord now getting to the outside. Lord brought down just shy of the 45-yard line. He made it get about 4 on the return.
Hill in on the tackle.
We'll go tight out of the replay. Actually, we'll go field out of the replay. Ready, Rick?
Mackay Hill with the tackle for the Holland College Hurricanes. So the ball
Tigers on their
at the 45-yard line will be 1st and 10. And the quick handoff, Kwong once again up close to the 50-yard line, so he may have got 5 on that.
Kwong on the carry.
Gets 4 to be precise, so it'll be a 2nd and 6.
Second down, Tigers.
Bit of an empty backfield here for Dalhousie. Gabrielli calls his own number, but nothing there as McClellan and LeClaire first back there for the Holland College Hurricanes. Pretty much were there right in time for the snap, as you see, 1-2, and Jean-Francois Leclerc as well as Landon McClellan closed the door for a loss. So the punt team will be back out here for Dalhousie Tigers. Mastner standing back at his own 30-yard line. Landon McClellan, the lone man back here for Holland. Bit of an end-over-end kick. He drops it. He has difficulty handling it, but smothers it just in time. As a couple of Tigers were closing in. And one of the Tigers was Max Parker. See, these line drive kicks, if you're coming on the run, they're not easy when you handle shoulder pads. And it just bounced right off the shoulder pads, but it took a friendly Holland College bounce, and McClellan pounced on it right away. It's the hardest, probably 1-yard return he's ever going to have, as he fielded it and then had to pounce on it. So he got a couple on the return. Good field position here for Holland College Hurricanes. They're going to start at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Chemelik, and cuts towards the middle, and that's a completed pass. Keller Purcell, 13 on that play. You see, there's the fake there to Pierce Saunders, and then a couple of steps, and then with the fire over to Purcell, and he'll get 13 and get their second first down of the game. We have the 3-minute warning, 3 minutes till halftime. Still no score between Holland and Dalhousie. AFL action here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. 1st and 10. At the Holland College 48.
3 minutes till halftime.
Chemelik once again, shotgun formation. Hands it off. Pierce Saunders gets over to 50 or to the 51-yard line for a short gain. And we'll make a 2nd and 7 here for Holland. Logan Steves, one of the tacklers there for Dalhousie. And also in on the play was Ryan Kuiper. Chemelik back. Pre on the pressure. Chemelik brought down, loses the ball. Covered there by Holland College. Chemelik was trying to get away from the pressure, as you see. Right in his kitchen there was Kuiper. Gets a little bit of a fumble, but it was McEwen that was trying to gather it up for Dalhousie, but not there in time.
I don't know about you fans,
But Pierce Saunders had a chance to really basically keep this alive for Holland, and rather than have our first turnover of the game, make it about third and long. So McGillivray back to punt once again. This time it's going to be Proctor's going to get his first chance. Proctor catches it. Cuts towards the middle. He's brought down there by Leclerc. Leclerc bringing him down at the 45-yard line, but we have some orange laundry on the field. Penalty coming up.
Left till halftime. I can't remember ever seeing a 0-0 score at halftime. Tiger fans, let's hear it.
Injury timeout.
Let's hear it.
Rick, is Holland kneeling too? Can you get a shot of Holland without getting the injured player? Rick? Okay, I'm gonna cut to Rick. Melvin, can you get me Holland? Ready, Rick, you're live. Melvin, would you mind panning right and seeing if Holland's can get Holland without getting their injured player? There we go. Awesome, thank you. Ready, Melvin? Melvin, you're in. Is it bad? Should I play Reaper or is it gonna take that long?
It's always on a charger for me.
Oh, your AirPods are dead.
That's everything.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks great. I was wondering why you didn't.
Yeah, I'm going like.
Yeah, no,
just trying to
you know what you're doing. You're good.
Basically, Rick, for like 10 seconds after the play,
Yeah.
just hold it,
Hold it, yeah.
and like right at it, you can zoom in a little bit, so like just have them framed in, and then you can start.
Then move. Cool.
You've been doing pretty good.
You have been.
It's good.
As soon as that guy hit that guy,
It's bad.
it probably disappears.
Should I play replays?
He's probably gonna be doing.
Okay, guys, we're gonna run some replays because Rick said it looks good.
Don't go so far up. Just
Not
do
all
a
of them,
few.
just a few.
Because they have no one scored, so just do a few.
Order roughly. Oh my gosh, how do I already have 60?
Well, because you do it after every play.
Is that too much? That's good amount. Okay, replays are in. Sorry, Melvin, I don't know if you're talking. Yeah?
At one point, going up when your AirPods were just telling her that.
Yeah, especially at the end, like for the celebration.
Let's hear it for Leclerc, the injured Holland College player.
Do one more play, and then they're starting to do stuff. So yeah, you do the stinger too. I don't press buttons I'm not comfortable with. And I'm not good at it.
Okay, Melvin, I'm gonna come to you out of this. Ready, Melvin? Melvin, you're in. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back. Jean-Francois Leclerc walking off on his own for the Holland College Hurricanes, so he'll get some medical attention along that sideline and hope that for the best that he'll get a chance to return into this matchup here. No score, coming up to just about 2:08 remaining here till halftime. So it's 1st and 10 for the Dalhousie Tigers at their own 26-yard line. Gabrielli airing it out, in behind, but in and out of the hands and off the fingertips as they were trying to hit Blake Cruz. Got in behind the D, but it was just a little bit overthrown there by Gabrielli. Well, it's going to be 2nd and 10. That could have had the makings of the best play for the Dalhousie Tigers offense here. Gabrielli, once again, screen set up on the run. Ethan Lord. Lord close to the first down marker and might have stretched out to get it. Closing in on the tackle there was Trayvon Collins. And he gets just enough to move the sticks. And a first down for the Tigers. You can see a little bit of trash talking between Trayvon and Ethan Lord after the play. So gain of 11. First and 10. Once again, airing it out. Mason with the catch. Went towards the middle. One of the tacklers was Matthias Johnson there on the play. Also in there was Ian Park. Good enough for 5. 2nd and 5. Minute and 47 left here till halftime. It's going to be interesting how Freddie Diab has the playbook out, especially as he gets a chance to get down into Holland College territory, see if he's going to try to go for some points there off the foot of Masner. 1st and 10. Gabrielli hoping for other plans on the run. Gabrielli. Pass is cut. Mason. Actually, it's Connor McDonald. My apologies on that one. So they've made some switches here. So it's Connor McDonald that makes the catch. Gabrielli on the run. Caught at the 49. So good enough there to bring the ball to the near the 51-yard line. 14 on the catch and run. 1st and 10. Gabrielli quick. Fires it up the gut. Pass is caught. That's Matt Lawton getting his first reception here of the evening. Good enough for 8, and it'll be a 2nd and 2. The pass protection, you have to say, here for Dalhousie Tigers has been pretty good, because there's been times that Gabrielli's had lots of time. There's been a few times that Holland has had somebody in the backfield pretty quickly. 2nd and 2. 51 ticks left till halftime. Gabrielli just about ready to throw, and just as soon as I gave the announcers jinx how there wasn't a lot of Holland College Hurricane guys in the back, all of a sudden Ian Park says, "You're wrong, Mr. Hobson. I've been here all evening." As he was quick there. Wham, bam, and also getting a hand on him was Landon McClellan. As you see, Gabrielli also fumbled on the play as he was about ready to throw and scooped up. So still waiting for our first turnover of the game. And it's going to be a punt here, and that's a big play here for Holland. They didn't really want to give up the points late in the quarter. 40 seconds left. Timeout on the field. And what you'd have to say has been a little bit of a defensive battle, but that defense that you see right there on your screen, they have been the busier. They've been on the field a lot, and they've done a great job of at least keeping the goose eggs basically still on the board for the Tigers. But Tigers have had some good offensive chances going down the field. They've had a couple of field goal attempts, and special teams have been a little bit of a problem, as Gabrielli's been having a little bit of issue with the snap and trying to get it down here for a Masner field goal. Speaking of Masner, he'll go back as he stands close to his 45-yard line for the punt. And once again, fielded on the run, this time by Cardona. Cardona cutting towards the middle. Good return here for him. Getting it close to the 40-yard line. So 28 seconds left here. Chumalik and crew back on the field.
Less than a half.
Maybe trying to get it set here for good field goal position and have some points going into halftime for them.
On their 38-yard line.
So from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Chumalik, slow snap. Chumalik with the throw to the outside. Caught as Cardona, but quickly in to make the tackle was Julian McCarthy for the Tigers. Keeps it to a gain of 5, so once again, 2nd and 5 here for Holland College. But you got to give Chumalik great credit there for that low snap, practically right on the turf with the good hands to at least scoop it up, make the throw. 2nd and 5, Chumalik once again airing it out. Looking for Purcell, can't make the catch. Pretty much stride for stride was Matt Irvine along with Keller Purcell, who was the intended receiver, and Irvine right there might have got just a piece of it. So we'll make it 3rd down and 5. And Chumalik looks to stay on the field here with 6 seconds left. There also was a penalty on the play, so it actually moves the ball up to the 53-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 here for the Holland College Hurricanes. Now a timeout on the field. So sometimes some of the drives that has been working for Holland College Hurricanes as a result of Dal Tigers penalties.
Dalhousie, legal contact on the play.
Illegal contact, so they basically got hands to a face, so that's an automatic 1st down.
To halftime.
So 6 seconds left, so what do you do if you're Aaron McIsaac? Do you try to basically air this out? Or do you just kneel it down and basically try to head to the locker room and try to make some adjustments? We'll see what they do here on this 1st and 10 in what should be the final play here of the first half. Chumalik going to air it out. Chumalik with lots of air, but way too far for Keegan Cardona. And that's how the first half comes to an end. So teams that combined for 59 points last weekend in Holland have nothing across the board after the opening 30. So the score, Dalhousie Tigers 30, Holland College Hurricanes. Dalhousie Tigers, no score. Holland College Hurricanes, no score through 30. It's halftime here at Wickwire Field. You're watching the AFL here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. And welcome back to Wickwire Field on the grounds of Dalhousie University. No score here at AFL football action. Tigers hosting the Holland College Hurricanes, and we are honored to have Commissioner Jim McDonald join us. Jim, you're relatively new to the position, so basically, how are things going for you in the office of running the AFL?
Well, it's going well. We've had a number of issues, as is normal every year, I think. Larry Wisniewski was the previous commissioner, and he left things in really good shape. He was also really, really helpful to me when I assumed the role. So it's been a good start, and we really think we have a great product here.
And there you take a look at the crowd that they have. The crowd has sort of come back, because in talking to Jim, he was saying about how big the crowd was when the program first started here around 2010. I was here at that, being the PA guy way back when. And then so you have a situation where he said that the numbers went down, but the numbers are going back up. You said one of the things you'd like to do is to promote the league. So maybe tell us about some of the initiatives or some of the thoughts that you have to promote the league so you could have attendance like we have here tonight.
Well, the quality of the game is, the athleticism, the speed of these players. It's phenomenal. I don't think it gets enough credit from the general media and the general public. So we do want to bring that forward. That needs to be more prominent. But we've started a website. The website existed before, but it was very limited with features, and the new website is going to be a lot more media. We'll have more clips and photographs and things like that, and I think that's the kind of thing that people at least will pay attention to, and we'll have roster information on there and photographs of all the players, and there's over 200 players in the league. And, I think there are scouts. There are other, there's a scout here tonight. This is the kind of thing. We need to get a higher profile for the league.
Yeah, I also kind of threw a little bit of curveball to you. So basically, tell us about what Jim McDonald is, where you live, and, of course, what type of family you have. We want to get to know the person behind the commissioner's office here, Jim.
Well, I live alone. I'm in Dartmouth, and I moved here about 10 years ago. I'm from New Glasgow originally, and went to Dalhousie in 73 to 76. And I have two children. One lives in Edmonton, and the other lives in Ottawa. And I have a big 87-pound German Shepherd at home, and he's a handful, so he keeps me busy. And this job, is a volunteer job, but it's really taken up a lot of time, more than I expected. But I'm enjoying it. There's great people in football. There's good sportsmanship. There's people who are very focused on getting better. And you just look at the athleticism out here, and it's such an enjoyable game.
Yeah. Now, we were talking off air about one of the things. It's a 4-team league right now. You're looking to expand. Where do you see the expansion possibly going in certain areas or certain schools? Where would you like to see it go? Would you like to see it to go into the Moncton area? Maybe another team in Nova Scotia, another one in Prince Edward Island. Where do you think?
Well, we're actively talking to two possibilities right now, and I don't really want to say where they are, but the league is a hybrid league. We have some teams with, 3 teams with affiliations to educational institutions, and one is a community-based team. And we are looking at one community-based team in addition, and one educational affiliated school as well. So that would keep a good balance in terms of participation. It's for the educational institution, there's great value in having look at these fans. You know, these Dalhousie fans and the ones from Holland College. All of these people came over across the bridge at a reduced rate now. But you know, the fans love this game, and why shouldn't they? It's terrific. So you know, the expansion would have to involve viability of teams, but also where they can draw a crowd. Mind you, the live streaming is important too, and right now it's all free, but you know, at some point we're going to have to raise some revenue, and we've got sponsors, and they're wonderful sponsors here at Dalhousie. They're very good at getting sponsorship, but you know, in the growth of the league, I think we'll attract more sponsorship and definitely more gates, more income at the gates, and pay-per-view will come along.
Well, you just brought up a great point, because I said this program here at Dalhousie with Jim Wilson, who I've just had a chance to reconnect with after all those years. 15 years he's been doing this. So maybe you want to talk about like some of the other guys that have kept teams in the league going, just like he has here for Dalhousie. Maybe give us a little bit of some love here to the other couple of teams in the league,
well,
if you can.
Yeah, happily. We just lost a really good man from Holland College. He took a job as athletic director in Summerside, and he was a great contributor, not only in terms of stewardship, but also he was our social media guy. So, and that was Daniel Cudmore. Colleen Henderson is here tonight. She's limping a bit on crutches, but she's a terrific contributor as well. In Fredericton, we have Brian Freeman and Mark Horncastle, and they have quite a history with the league, because Fredericton was pivotal with the formulation of the league 15, 16 years ago. And in St. John, we have a revival going on there. They were affiliated with UNB St. John, but now they're not. They're a community team. And Melissa McNamee is the lead governor there, and new governor is Jeremy Jodry, and both of them have a good football background. She is actually president of the Funding Minor Football Association. So their improvement this year is, I think, substantial. They did very well against UNB last week, and they're playing again right now as we speak. So I think good things are going to happen there.
One of the things that I have been talking to some football people here in Nova Scotia is the growth of the game, the development that's going on. As commissioner, of course, you've got teams in New Brunswick, you've got Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. What are you hearing about how big the sport or how it's growing in New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island is, as well as with Nova Scotia, which is making it so that it's possible so that there can be expansion in the future? So basically, how happy are you with the development of football here in Atlantic Canada?
Well, I think it's very healthy. Very, very healthy, and there are an awful lot of coaches and support staff and everything from schools to minor football across the Maritimes. It's very strong, especially in New Brunswick, I think. But I want to give you a couple of statistics. They might be a little bit aged, maybe a couple of years behind, but 29,000 football players come out of high school every year, and only about 1,000 get invited to a U Sport team for tryout. Less than half of them make it to that team. I heard the same statistics about the United States. They have 30,000 quarterbacks every year graduating from high school, and probably only 3 or 4 will ever make it to the NFL. But that's the purpose of our league, is that we give players who aren't identified for U Sport teams a chance to play at this level, which is very close to U Sport, in my opinion. So, and it all begins with minor, and it's a healthy program. There's fabulous contributors here, that have been in the sport for 20, 30, 40 years.
Yep, so we've appreciated your time there. So basically, what's next for you, like on the docket here for basically life? You say that this is a volunteer position. I mean, I'm sure that when you do this, it's a lot of travel, it's a lot of talking, it's a lot of things, and that you were a Dalhousie student. So basically, where do you see yourself going there in this role?
Well, that's really something I haven't thought about, because I'm just trying to keep my head above water right now with all the, learning. This is my first year. And, I really do hope that we'll be able to do some expansion and promote the league more, get some media attention, and get more fans out to the field, but also watching at home on live stream. So,
all right. Yeah, we've appreciated your time. Great of you to stop by the booth here. Congratulations on being commissioner, and we wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you on the football field here throughout the season everywhere that the AFL is. So, Jim McDonald, thank you for taking time to talk to us.
Thanks, Dan.
Jim McDonald, commissioner of the AFL, as he's taking some time here to talk to us here about his role, the new expansion, new commissioner in the AFL. So he's stopped by the booth here to talk to us. So, as we say, wish him the luck, and got the chance to know the gentleman behind there. So we get a chance to talk about some of the things that's happened so far here. Just a minute and 56 gone. The quarterback change here for the Dalhousie Tigers. Jonas Anderson is in quarterback in relief of Dante Gabrielli. So 1st and 10 here for the Holland College Hurricanes, their first possession here of the second half, and there were a lot of 2-and-outs for them. Let's see what they have adjusted in. Back to another 2-and-out as the kick by McGilvery. He has been busy. Caught on the fly there by Lord, but steps out of bounds and got, if anything, 1 yard there on the return. So another 2-and-out for the Holland College Hurricanes, and this is wearing the defense down. So you're going to probably see Aaron McIsaac make a lot of switches in terms of their starters, because they are been on the field a lot. The time of possession, even though it's not recorded, by the way, definitely in favor of the black and gold.
Tigers take over on their 48-yard line.
Anderson with the handoff. And they get right up to the 53-yard line. And it's Quan again. Caden Quan. As he gets up to the 53, so that's good for 6. It would be a 2nd and 4. Dalhousie getting themselves into some good manageable second down potential conversions here throughout the night, but nothing in terms of points yet. Anderson airs it out. Pass. As we take a look at the replay, Anderson. And the pass complete to Lord. And Lord, that's enough to, as a little look here, say no, it's just, originally at first it looked like it wasn't going to be a first down, but the referee has said it is a 1st and 10, so just enough to move the sticks.
First down, Tigers.
They're into Holland College territory at the 53. Very tired. You see some of the Holland College Hurricane players already on a knee. They have been on the field a lot. That has been probably the big story. Other than the goose eggs that are on the bottom of your screen right now, nothing are crossed here for the Tigers and Hurricanes. 11:45 to go here in the third. Shotgun formation. Anderson with the handoff to Kwong. Kwong, the ball carrier, up the gut and to the outside. Kwong brought down close to the sideline near the 35-yard line. And once again, a big gain of 14 and a first down. Tigers getting that running game going, so maybe a change of quarterback was what they needed as Jonas Anderson is in. Maybe more of a shakeup here than anything than the play of Dante Gabrielli, the former CEC Cougar quarterback. 1st and 10, Anderson swings it out. Ethan Lord, he's got some, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers! Ethan Lord. Good for 36 yards. But there's a flag down, and it's coming back. It's a holding call. So a 36-yard touchdown wiped off the slate because of a holding call. And it will send them.
It is good for a first down. Comes back from the point of the infraction.
So 36-yard touchdown off the docket, but a first down nonetheless, but it moves it down to the 30-yard line where the spot of the foul was. So it's 1st and 10 from the 30. Jonas Anderson, time, puts it up, looking for Isaac Mason, pardon me. And that's too far. On the coverage there, McGilvery, the kicker. A defensive back roll as well as kicking here for the Holland College Hurricanes. As it's just a little bit overthrown. 2nd and 10 from the 30. Shotgun. Quick spin outside. Lord. Met there by Landon McClellan. He has had some big defensive plays for the Holland College Hurricanes. That's be having close to about 8 tackles. Pretty much stride for stride with Lord. And tackles him for a loss, making it 3rd and 11. Another great crowd here for the home opener for the Dalhousie Tigers. Both these teams met just last weekend at Holland, week number 2 of the schedule. And once again, they're going to go for a field goal. This is going to be about a 44-yard line. Kick is up, and it's good. Liam Master from 44 yards out. And Dalhousie Tigers on the board, 3-0. Right down Main Street and had enough just to get crust down Main Street, and our first points of the game, 3-0. And the way this defensive battle has been going here for both of these teams, will those 3 points be enough for a victory here for the Tigers after the teams combined for 59 last week in Prince Edward Island? Aaron McIsaac has opted to take the ball at the 35-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for the Holland College Hurricanes. It looked to be that they were going to, but no, it will be Masner that will kick off here. So they made that decision a little bit too soon. So Masner, who just got the first points of the game, will kick it off from the 45-yard line. Cardona and Landon McClellan back to return here for Holland.
For the Hurricanes,
So they said Cardona and McClellan. Going to be McClellan. He'll catch it at the 10, up to the 40, to the 45, bringing it up to the 50. And a good return there by McClellan, 40 yards about on the return there by Landon McClellan. As you see, a good little block there by Cardona as he pushes Taragorski out of the way, and that allowed McClellan to get on his horse and get right close to the 50, looking more at the 46-yard line. And a penalty on the Dalhousie Tigers is going to move that up 10 yards. So this will take it down into Tigers territory to the 48-yard line of Dalhousie, and I would think that this is probably the best field position all night here for the Holland College Hurricanes. 9:41 left to go. Chemiluk with the handoff to Saunders. Saunders has a block there from Cardona. Cuts towards the middle as Saunders gets 8 on that. Brings up second and a long 2. As you see, it was just sort of like a fake by Saunders. Looked like he was going to go to the outside and brought it back here to the near sideline instead of the far sideline. And Cardona doing a good blocking job there previously. And so they'll just go right up the gut for the sneak. There was Chemiluk. An attempt to move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs here for Holland. And he's still short. Also, the ball went backwards and Chemiluk had to cover it up. So the sneak unsuccessful. And it makes it 3rd down and 1. Injury timeout. And we'll be back. Caesar Okigbo was the injured offensive lineman there for Holland. He's walked off on his own, so he looks to be okay. And he'll have to sit out 3 plays before returning to this one. As you see, Chemiluk returns into the huddle after talking to Aaron McIsaac and the offensive coordinators there for Holland College Hurricanes. So a 3rd and 1 as the crowd here at Wickwire making a little bit of noise. A bit of an empty backfield, and Chemiluk sneaks the shoulder and cuts towards the outside, and that will be enough to move the sticks and a 1st down. Down to the 37-yard line of Dalhousie. Keegan Cardona there with the helping the officials indicate that it's a 1st down. Best drive here for Holland, and at least what it's doing is giving that very tested defense a little bit of a breather here. So definitely what the doctor ordered. A little miscommunication there as Saunders had difficulty. Chemiluk, they were practically right in the right vicinity as you take a look here. They just sort of had their feet crossed up, and quickly in there was Cam Grover and also Evan Collins there on the tackle for Dalhousie. Loss of 7, 2nd and 17. Another 2nd and long here. Chemiluk feeling the pressure. Pass is caught by Cardona. He shakes the first couple of tacklers, trying to break the 2nd and 3rd tacklers for Dalhousie. And one of them up there was Ewan McKean that made the tackle there on Cardona. Not very close to getting back to the original line of scrimmage where it will be 3rd and just 11. Not sure what McGilvery's distance here is. You'll be looking at close to 45-yard field goal here. But they're going to go for it. 3rd and 11. It's actually Chivalek that will actually punt it up into the air. Caught there by Igbuna.
Haven't seen one of those in a long time. Quick kick. Tigers will take over.
Well, the longtime PA announcer, he just said, hasn't seen that in a long time. And it's like, well, I haven't seen it at all. That's the first time I've seen a play like that. But Igbuna with the clean catch. So do the fake. Look like you're going to go for it and don't. So at least it will pin the Tigers down, so they'll have a long way to go. If anything was positive on that possession there for the Holland College Hurricanes is that they kept the defense off the field as Anderson hands it off. And some good yardage up the gut there by Kwong. Not sure. He may be close to 70 yards, maybe even higher than that. You see, brought down there by Giddings. And also on the tackle, Noah Allen, number 90, there for the Holland College Hurricanes. Another injury timeout. Flag down on the play. It looks to be a holding call against Dalhousie. But we're going to mute things here for an injury to Holland, and we'll be back here with more calling. And you feel free to watch here. You're watching the AFL here on Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Dalhousie penalized on a hold.
Back to live action. It's the second time in the game that Jean-Francois Leclerc has walked off the field. Holding call here to Dalhousie, so notified the run. So they're back down, pinned down to their side of the field. Anderson with the handoff to Quan, the ball carrier. Trying to move that pile, pushed, and then brought down there by 3 or 4 white and maroon jerseys. One of them will be John O'Neill, who's had a few tackles here tonight for the Holland College Hurricanes, bringing Quan down. Got 2. So makes 2nd and 8. From the 14. High snap, quick on the run, incomplete. intended for Isaac Mason. He was trying to do the slant once again, cut towards the middle. And a little bit too hot for him to handle, so once again, we see a team go 2 and out. This time, it's the black and gold. And just lots of chance there. It was Blake Cruz. Apologies to that one. Blake Cruz unable to come up with it. So this should be good field position as Mazur's pretty much at his own goal line here. Bouncing snap, and he'll just kneel down and concede 2 points.
Dalhousie gives up a safety touch.
So it makes it 3-2 here, Tigers and Hurricanes, with 4:52 left here in quarter number 3 in the Dalhousie Tigers AFL home opener here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Dan Hobson along for the call here in this one. So a field possession game, so looks to be a single point that they've put on the board, so 3-1. I'm used to safeties being 2, but pretty much conceded a single point, making it 3-1. There, they put the 2 up on the board, so 3-2, as I thought. It was a safety, so 3-2. And now we have ourselves a 1-point game. It's funny how this sport goes. 59 points last weekend, and we've got 5, and we still got about 14:52 left to go till the end of this one.
Holland, first down.
Holland College Hurricanes, 1st and 10 from their 35. Jemalik back, screen pass a little bit high, but it's brought down by Pierce. Saunders. Pierce Saunders. Good first down yardage, getting it to the 41, so that's good for 6. So it'll be 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And the first half, Holland College Hurricanes saw a lot of 2nd and longs. This is a 2nd and a long 4. Sarcasm. Jemaluk puts it up and incomplete, but a flag on the play.
We have a flag on the
Irving maybe fingered here for pass interference. Pass interference to Irving. So some of these first downs that Holland have gotten here tonight has been a result of penalties, and this will be the case in point. So it's going to be at the spot of the foul and a fresh set of downs for Holland College Hurricanes. Moves it up to the Tigers 54. It would be 1st and 10.
first down Hurricanes.
Under 4 to go. Jemaluk with the handoff. Saunders again. Might have gotten one on the play. Flag in the backfield. That will put it back 10 on the holding call here to Holland. Shouldn't just assume that it's going to put them back 10 and maybe a decline here, but we'll see. Well, they're going to repeat first down, so they're going to go back 10 yards, so they'll put it back to the Holland.
On a holding call. That'll be a 10-yard penalty.
will put it back to the Holland College 46. Will be 1st and 20. Jimalik, snap, lots of time, airs it out, pass caught there by McArty. Gets it up to the 52. But once again, another flag down along that far sideline.
Good for about an 8-yard gain. Tackle made by Kinley.
Flag is picked up there, so the 8-yard reception there for McCarty will stand. It will take it to the 51.
14 Hurricanes.
Be 2nd and 14. The situation that Holland has seemed to find themselves a lot in tonight. A lot of 2nd and longs. Chebalik out of the shotgun. Chebalik feeling a little bit of pressure. Gets on the Jets. Taking it up. Going to get it close here to the first down marker and more as Chebalik brought down along the sideline. Gets up to close to the 35-yard line. That will be almost the 26 yards on the run there by Chebalik. And keeping the drive alive here for the Holland College Hurricanes.
First down Hurricanes on the Dalhousie 33.
1st and 10. Dalhousie on the Dalhousie 33. Jembaluk airs it out. Pass. Incomplete. They were intended there for Keller Purcell. It was a little bit short there. He tried to sell it there. Referee wasn't by it. Nope, hit the turf. Nope, hit the turf. 2nd and 10. Pierce Saunders in motion, an empty backhand for Chebalik. Chebalik trying to get away from the pressure, and the Tigers are smothering it there. And first there, Logan Steves. And that kind of probably hurt Holland for sure. They go back, and there is the pressure, and Steves makes a nice little deke there on Binkley, the offensive lineman there for Holland, and then gets his hands on Chemalik and brings him down for the loss. Lord and Proctor in their own end zone here. It's a short kick, a bouncing kick, picked up on the run there by Lord, and brought down just shy of the 20-yard line.
Lord on the return, Keats on the tackle. First down, Tigers deep in their own end.
So you see, just got it over the 10-yard line. So it's a long way to go here for the Tigers. 2:28 left to go, quarter number 3. And what could be probably classified as a hockey score or a baseball score, 3-2, Tigers leading Hurricanes here in the third quarter of the AFL Maritime Athletic Profiles. Brendan Hines, the ball carrier there for the Tigers.
Hines on the carry, good for 4.
Good for 4, will be 2nd and 6.
6 Tigers.
Now, if you told me that we'd be into the third quarter with 100 seconds left in the third quarter and the game would be 3-2 after last week's 41-18 win for Dalhousie, I wouldn't believe it, but here we are. Second and long here for Dalhousie. Hines, the ball carrier again, getting it close to the first down marker, going to be a yard shy. Third and 1.
And a yard to go. 3rd and 1 Tigers.
And once again, we have an injury here, so we will step aside. And we'll be back with more play in just a couple moments here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. And Tyler Roberts was the injured offensive lineman there for the Tigers, and he quickly got up on his own and went to the sideline, so he'll have to sit out 3 plays before returning to this one. So it is 3rd and 1. As you see, 10 and change left to go here, and the Tigers are going to go for it. Anderson. And there's the handoff. Hines, by the sounds of the Hurricane crowd, might have stopped him. Did stop him. Hines pretty much met as you take a look in the backfield, and that's one of the things that's so in today's game. Like, we haven't seen a lot of times that the quarterback goes underneath the center, that they've gone in shotgun formation pretty much all night, is that all of a sudden you're starting back 5, so it's making it really hard to try to get those third and short conversions. And that was the case in point there. Is it's been turned over on downs by the Dalhousie Tigers in best field position of the night, late third quarter. Hurricanes trailing by 1, 1st and 10. Ball right about the 15-yard line. Chemilik airs it out. Has a receiver open. Yes! Caught for the touchdown! Keller Purcell. One-on-one battle towards the corner. And for the first time tonight, the Holland College Hurricanes have a lead as Chemilik airs it out to Purcell for the major score, and 6 points on the board here for the Hurricanes. Whatever adjustments that Aaron McIsaac and this offensive coordinators and his team have done, it has worked here. John McGilvery will attempt the convert here for the Hurricanes. Bit of a low snap, recovered, and a great job and great hands there by Miller Wittig, the holder, as that was a very tough snap. Practically was like a worm burner as it was bouncing along the turf, and he just managed to scoop it up, and McGilvery puts it right down Main Street in the uprights. And as I said, with 31 ticks left to go in quarter number 3, Holland College Hurricanes have the first lead of the night and the first touchdown of the night. And it's kind of made the Dalhousie Tigers faithful a little bit quiet here at Wickwire Field. So you look at Luke Proctor, set to return this kickoff for the Dalhousie Tigers. Pretty much right up the main street. Proctor fields it right around the 20-yard line. Proctor with a little bit of real estate. Proctor, good return, takes it up to about the 43-yard line. Good enough for maybe close to 23, 24 yards on the return.
On the tackle.
Nice little block. And also up there was Cam Grover there for Dalhousie. They're ready to set up a screen or a block. But this is a big time here for Dalhousie Tigers. 23 seconds left, quarter number 3, 1st and 10. Anderson, hands off, Kwong, the ball carrier, Kwong. Got about 4, takes it up to close to the 45-yard line. Gets 4, so it'll be a 2nd and 6 as they sort of move it up, so.
2nd and 5.
They're saying 2nd and 5, so close to 5 yards. It is a 2nd and 5. Anderson in relief of Dante Gabrielli. Anderson, quick, caught, Lord. Gets it to the 53, and that'll be enough to move the sticks. And a 1st down, and that's how quarter number 3 comes to an end. Holland College Hurricanes made some adjustments on offense, and they've come away with the touchdown. Keller Purcell, 9-3 after 3 quarters of play. This is the AFL here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Fourth quarter set to get underway. 15 minutes here in the return engagement, the home and home series between the Holland College Hurricanes and the Dalhousie Tigers. Tigers with 41 points on the board last week. And after 45 minutes of play so far tonight, just 3 on the board. Jonas Anderson now in quarterback. Pass caught. Isaac Mason. Mason brought down at the 54-yard line. And Isaac Mason slow to get up here for Dalhousie, and he goes on a knee. John McGilvery, the kicker, gets in, and
Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. We're with, hi. Sorry, guys. Ready, tight set. Rick, if you want to go tight on Holland, yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, sure.
that is a very tired defensive unit. They were on the field a lot in the first half, but Holland College got some offense going in the third. Of course, they got the touchdown, so it gave them a little bit of reprieve because they were on the field a lot. Was probably mostly the big story, but they basically did what they had to, and they kept the Tigers off the scoreboard. Their 3 points came in this field goal that came in this, as all the scoring has come here in this second half. Applause there for Ethan Mason as he will make his way over to the sideline. You see that? Riley Beasley, number 84, will take his spot here in the wide receiver position for the meantime. So 3 plays or more possibly for Isaac Mason, depending on the injury, but he'll have to sit out the minimum 3 plays. Second down from midfield, 2nd and 6. Anderson, there's the handoff. Kwong gets the first down yardage and more. Gets 10 and gives them a 1st and 10. That takes it up near the 43-yard line.
First and 10 Tigers.
44-yard line, 1st and 10. Just one person in the backfield. Anderson, pass, complete. Lord breaks a couple of tackles, gets past the sticks. Good enough for 11 yards and a Tiger first down on the 11-yard reception there to Lord. And our cameraman doing a good job skipped Malou to get out of the play in that one. Great job, Rick.
Hurricanes 33.
1st and 10, 33. Kwong again. And he's met there by a couple of Holland College Hurricanes. McGilvery first in. And also Brex McLeod. And O'Neill as well.
3, 2nd and 7 Tigers.
So it's good enough for 3, 2nd and 7.
You can go tighter on them if you'd like.
Fantastic work by all our Maritime Athletic Profile TV crew. And Kaylee's in behind directing tonight, doing a fantastic job. So hope she's having fun. Scooped off the ground there by Anderson.
Anderson on the carry, tackle made by McGilvery.
I'm not sure because that was almost like maybe a little bit of a broken play there, but they made something out of it. They made lemons out of lemonade, or made lemonade out of lemons, whatever term you want to use. About 3rd and 6. And Liam Massner is on and looks like being punched, so they're going to pin Holland down and probably try to kick it out of bounds close to the 1 or something. Ball goes into the end zone. And Cardona makes a couple moves. There's a flag down. Cardona brings it out of the end zone. And he's brought down just close to the 10-yard line, so they get a good reception and a flag as well.
Cardona on the return. There is a flag in the end zone.
Melvin, 1 command left by Carson. Just get a nice or something.
We wait to see the call. Calling over the Holland College captains. And the Tiger captain will go on.
McNeil, the injured Dalhousie player.
Based on the regional assessment, looks to be a Holland penalty.
Just before you move, do like a little jolt of your camera so that I know that you're gonna move.
As we wait the call.
Sounds good.
Is a holding call against Holland.
We have hold in the end zone. We're going back 10.
So basically this ball will pin them right close to their own end zone here for Holland. With 12:18 to go here in quarter number 4, 1st and 10. And we saw that's been a field possession game. We'll see what Chimiluk decides to do here on this 1st and 10 from their own 1. Chimiluk airs it out. Pass caught there by Purcell on the slant. Purcell made it get to about the 6-yard line. to the 9-yard line, so at least anything that gives them from feeling the heat of their own end zone, so up to about the 10. Chemeluk airs it out. Pass incomplete. Is intended there for McCarty. Underthrown, and he was going to try to come back for the ball, but just not enough. And 2 Tigers in the secondary coverage there as we look at it. One of them was Kinley, who's already got an interception here in this one. So the punt team back on. John McGilvery, the kicker. He's about 5 yards deep into his own end zone. We'll see what he does if he decides to take a safety. They've taken a safety before. We'll see if they do. The Tigers took a safety, and it looks to be that McGilvery's going to do the same. This time he's going to run it out. And that will be 2 points there for the Tigers to make it 9-5 as they continue to play the field possession game.
Dalhousie Tigers 5.
So, as I said, it's a field possession game. They've decided to, rather than try to punt it and give good field position to Dalhousie, give up the 2 points. And this defense that has been stellar here for Holland tonight, especially in that first half, is back out on the field. And they have earned their pay tonight, so I'm not sure if Aaron McKay is going to go buy them all steak dinners for their effort here tonight, but boy, they deserve it for sure. But the offense has really helped here for Holland, that has made it so that they've not as tired as they could be. Anyway, it's the Tigers' ball here at their own 35, 1st and 10. Anderson with the fake, up the middle, pass caught there by Lord. Lord breaks the tackle. Lord to the 50, 40, up to the 31, man, the beat, a stiff arm. And what a catch and run by Ethan Lord. As you see, switches the football. A little bit of a stiff arm there on McGilvery. And steps out of bounds, but takes it down deep into the territory. Near the 21st and 10. Handoff Kwong. Up the gut for 3.
Kwong on the carry.
As you hear, they've got Eye of the Tiger going on here in the background.
6 on the play.
That theme that's been so familiar for Dalhousie Athletics for, well, I've been around doing this crazy industry for 19, 20 years. So it's been basically, they've been playing that at the Dalplex and at this facility. Anderson, pass, caught there, Matt Lawton. Lawton down to the 4. Do you like it that I aged myself during this? I thought so. You know what's sort of fun that doing these broadcasts here is that working with a lot of like radio, television art students that take the program in the Dartmouth NSCC. So a lot of these kids could be like my daughters and sons, but they make me feel like family. So it's great to get a chance to work with them, and we have a couple of laughs, and they make me feel like family. So it's a family atmosphere we have, and we hope that our family is making your family have a great night here of watching AFL football here at Maritime Athletic Profiles. Flag down, so it's going to send the Tigers back. So Tigers were at one point close to the 6-yard line, as this is backing them up. Illegal block.
Ball will go back 5 yards. And it will be second down Tigers on their 23-yard line.
So the 23-yard line, first and long. Anderson airs it out. Incomplete. A better opportunity there for McClellan to pick it off there for Holland. He was closer to the ball than the receiver there for the Tigers, which was Blake Cruz, as you see. He turns around and probably he could pick that off easily. So third down, it would be a 30-yard field goal here for Masner. Gabrielli back out to hold from the 30-yard line to make it a 1-point game. Pretty much right in between the sticks. Kick up and good. Makes it 9-8 with 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter.
30-yard field goal attempt is good with 5:30. That's 6:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Holland College 9, Dalhousie Tigers 8.
9:30 left, Rick.
Kind of getting a little bit of a chuckle here because the PA announcer
See you around the pole.
saying about what time was left, and it got a little bit of reaction from the crowd, so he's starting to hear it. You know, it's been there. I've had those days, and that's why I probably retired out of the PA business. All right, so Holland College Hurricanes have elected to take the ball at the 35, first and 10, 9:16 left. Looking to do something. They have had very short drives here tonight. Here's a screen to Cardona. Cardona pretty well met in the backfield. First back there to make the tackle is Jason Z. Jason Zai, one of the first to make a tackle. Also getting in on the play there was Matt Irvine. A couple yard loss makes it 2nd and 12. Empty backfield here for Chivaluk and the Hurricanes. Feel the pressure, puts it up, pass, tip drill, incomplete. Matt Irvine had a chance for the Tigers, but also Mackay Hill had a chance to participate in the tip drill. And it falls incomplete, as you see. One touch, 2 touchdown, incomplete, 3rd down.
Pass was intended for Hill. Goes incomplete. Third down Hurricanes.
3rd and 3, McGilvery back once again to punt.
Back to receive McGilvery's punt.
Got Proctor and Lord back. Lord has been a little bit dangerous, so you know they'll probably try to go to Proctor, and as soon as I say that, it's Lord that's going to have difficulty, and it goes right by him and bounces out of bounds.
McGilvery's punt goes out of bounds.
He was going to try to catch it on the run, didn't get there, and it bounced by him, so that actually worked out better there for the Holland College Hurricanes, as you got some extra yardage and pins the Tigers down a little bit more. Going right close to the near the 30-yard line. Actually be placed about at the 28. So that was a good kick there by McGilvery thanks to the bounce. 1st and 10, Anderson. Hands off to Quan. Quan met there by 3 tacklers. One of them, Matthias Blay for Holland.
Gain of maybe 1. 2nd and 9.
Also in there is Brex McLeod, who got on the ankles there. So a loss of 1 will be 2nd and 11 here for the Tigers. Pass. Caught. Complete to Connor McDonald. But it's going to be shy of the first down.
Anderson's pass complete to McDonald. Tackle made by McGilvery.
Be 3rd and 3. And with 7:16 left, Masner's back out, this time in punt formation. Just one man back, Cardona, there for the Holland College Hurricanes, as he's at about the 45-yard line. A high, spiraling punt. Cardona fields it at his 40. Cardona cuts it toward the outside. Cardona up to the 40, brings it up just shy of the 45-yard line, so he'll get about 5 on the return. Luke Proctor on the tackle for Dalhousie. A high punt, but not a lot of, in terms of sent down the field a lot. As I take a look, also in on the tackle there was Dawson McNeil for Dalhousie. 6:54 left to go, and Holland College happy to just keep the ball on the ground here and kill some clock. And as I say that, it's a sneak for Chemeluk. Not sure, they faked the handoff, but he called his own number that time. But happy just to keep it on the ground. Gets about 1, 2nd and 9. As the clock is now the enemy of the Dalhousie Tigers. 6:26. And you know that Holland's happy just to take as much time off this clock as they can in this 1-point contest. Second and long, Chemeluk feeling the heat. Escapes the pocket. Chemeluk brought down just shy of the 50, around the 48. Not enough for a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Gain of 2 or 3 by the Hurricanes. 3rd down.
And Evan Collins, who's been in the kitchen of Chemeluk all night, making that tackle.
McGilvery to punt. Proctor and Lord deep.
Another punt here for McGilvery. Fielded by Lord. Lord takes it up to about the 46-yard line. Maybe a flag down. I'm not sure if it fell out of the pocket. Actually, it could be rough here. Unnecessary roughness. And that's going against Holland, so that hurts. So it's going to be 15 yards on a first down. That will send it into the Holland College territory. On a poorly disciplined penalty there by Holland. It was good field position. Now it's just gone from good field position to better field position as the ball is placed at the 49, 1st and 10. Anderson, Lord breaks a couple of tackles. Lord on the go once again, brought down at the 34. Good for 20. Lord has just found a way to break that first tackle. And you know that now the clock is on the side of Dalhousie Tigers. Still lots of time left. As I said, less than 5 to go, but a 1-point game where there's only been 1 touchdown combined between the teams. Kwong with the handoff. Kwong breaks a couple of tackles into the secondary, still keep it on going.
Ball was dead. Kwon on the carry. Keats on the tackle.
Kwong with a good first down yardage there. I'd say he gets enough there for 14 and a first down, and once again they're down into the red zone. Is Dalhousie, but they've yet to punch one in tonight.
Tigers on Holland's 17.
17-yard line, 1st and 10. Anderson, Kwong with the handoff. Kwong breaks a couple of tackles, good for 4 yards on that, taking it to the 14.
Kwon again on the carry. Tackle made by Blackwood.
Blackwood making the tackle for
Down,
Holland.
4 to go for the Tigers.
They call it a gain of 6, so it takes it to the 11 second down.
On the Hurricanes' 11-yard line.
On the 11-yard line, 2nd down, 4 to go. Anderson quickly met the backfield. Field catches it. Field still fighting to stay on his feet. Field brought down out of bounds. Getting it close to the goal line.
O'Neal on the tackle. Tigers
We're going to give a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal
on Holland's 3-yard
from the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. This was great work. Grab anything you can as McGilvery, who's been the busiest of the Holland College Hurricanes tonight. Snap here, direct snap. Anderson's in for the touchdown as we return back to live play. Offensive line pushes it. Anderson goes in behind, and the Tigers come away with the 6. Making it 14-9 with 3.5 left. As you take a look here, first time that he's been under center, Anderson just pretty much following Liam Johnston right up the middle and in for the touchdown. Also 63, Micah Aslanoff, also the right guard, helped in that. Now it's decision time here. If you're Coach Freddie Diab, go for the 2-point conversion. It will make it a 1-score game. And that's what they're going to do. Try to go for the 2-point conversion. Pass. Oh, it almost was picked off right into the hands of Dominic Blackwood.
goes incomplete.
It's incomplete, so it keeps it a 5-point game with 3:30 and change left to go.
Your Dalhousie Tigers take the lead. The score is now
14-9. And all of these points have come in the second half after a scoreless first half.
remaining in the 4th quarter.
Tigers looking to improve to 2-0. Holland looking here to try to get a win to go to 1-1. And what you can basically say has been a little bit of a defensive battle, to say the least, especially in that first half. But the offense from both sides has been a little bit better here in the second half. Both teams having 1 touchdown on the board. Anderson calling his own number, and of course Purcell with the touchdown there for Holland. And Holland finds himself trailing now with 5. So we're late here in the third quarter. Cardona cuts to the outside. Brought down. One of the tacklers was McCarthy there for Dalhousie. You see nothing much going in terms of traffic, so Cardona decides to rip off. Gets a little bit of a stiff arm there to Connor McDonald. Nick Tornogorski also in on the tackle there for Dalhousie. So it will be a 1st and 10. As the Tiger crowd at Wickwire Field start to say, we want defense. They send the pressure on this. Pass complete. There to Pierce Saunders. Saunders with some great yardage. Taking it up to the 46-yard line. But there's a flag down. That may wipe this one out. We wait. And it's going back. I don't know if the "you can't do that" is something new that they do at a sporting event, or is that just, I mean, I've heard referees say that in hockey to players, "You can't do that," and then send them to the box, but I haven't heard crowds do it.
Holland penalized for on this. They set a block in the back. That's a 10-yard penalty. We'll repeat 1st down, 1st and 20.
So it's 10-yard penalty, 1st and 20 now. Jemeluk. Pass complete. Trying to get it close back to the original line of scrimmage to Keegan Cardona.
Jemeluk's pass complete to Cardona. Tackle made by McCarty.
McCarty on the tackle there, Julian McCarty.
2nd down.
Referee blows the whistle. The 3-minute warning. Less than 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. 4th quarter. 5-point game. 2nd down. Jemeluk airs it out. Pass. Incomplete. Intended there for McCarty as a little bit of a low snap. Jemeluk puts it, airs it out. Double team there. Drew Kinley there. But that is big here. It was 2:28 left. You definitely know that the coaching staff, the special teams here of Dalhousie, saying to watch the fake as it's McGilvery back to kick near his 5-yard line. He did run with it for a bit, and that might have been not the greatest of ideas as he has a short kick that is fielded there by A.J. Irving near his 35-yard line. So we have 2 flags on the play. As you see, he started to think about it, and as a result, didn't get a lot on the kick, and Irving was there, and a little bit of an enthusiastic tackle there by Mackenzie Mason. And the penalty is going to result. Penalty is going to result in the Tigers moving up the field more.
Whoa. 1st down Tigers after those flags on the play.
So 2:19, so you know that they're going to basically try to protect the pigskin. They hand it off to Kwong, and you know he has 2 hands on the ball, and you know that the Holland College defense are going to look to try to strip it out here. As you see, they keep it
In on the tackle.
on the ground.
First down, Tigers.
Kwong with 12 on that rush. So you know the Tigers are thinking here to punch this in and probably turn off the lights. The party's over here for Holland. That's the plan. 1st and 10. Kwong once again. Nothing that time. Pretty much 1 or 2 at best.
Workhouse, Horse, Kwong on the carry. Couture on the tackle. Maybe
Couture
on the play.
with the tackle. 2, 2nd and 8. But we're looking at 100 seconds left in this one. Anderson heads it off to Kwon.
Kwong again on the carry.
Down to both the 5.
Plays in on the tackle.
Play on the tackle again, but quick changes. You can see that Freddie Diab is going to send in some of the beef here. The big guys here on this 3rd and 1. And Holland College wants to talk it over, call a timeout with 88 seconds left. You can see the positives on both things. Like, Tigers could put up, like, this would be an easy chip shot here for Masner. And to give them an 8-point lead, so then even that Holland College would still have to, like, get a touchdown or a 2-point conversion. But Freddie Diab has confidence in his big offensive line. And he's also put out the big guys here on this 3rd and short. Anderson in behind center. Not something I've said a lot here tonight. Takes it and goes to the outside, and he'll have enough for the 1st down. And takes it down to the 3.
Anderson on the carry.
Brex McLeod a little bit slow to get up, and also making the tackle, John O'Neill for Holland.
Tiger first down.
You see McLeod gets just a little bit of the jersey and helped out the rest of the way. 1:18, 1:17 as the clock's ticking off, as the Tigers really doing a good job not only of trying to get points but also kill the clock, so there's nothing there for Holland here on this 1st and goal from the 3. Anderson behind center. Anderson in for the touchdown. Kwong to be precise on the handoff. And that will pretty much put this one on ice. As you see, Anderson goes in behind center. And there it is, the handoff. As the air horn starts to make their way up and down Wickwire Field. Kwong, which I think is probably close to 100 yards for the night. I know they don't keep that reception, keep that statistic. Starting to get tired here, can't you tell? As the kick by Masner is good. Keep those stats for that.
Is good. With less than a minute remaining in the 4th quarter, your Dalhousie Tigers 20, Holland College Hurricanes 9.
So it's an 11-point game. So it's a 2-possession game and 58 ticks left, 21-9. So it's a So what a back and forth one, and what a great game it has been. So didn't get a chance to see the game last week at Charlottetown. It was a little bit more lopsided, and this one was a very good competition here. And that's the positives that I'm sure that Aaron McIsaac and Holland College is going to take out of this. Watching the tape here, realizing that, well, we were in this, and hard to believe. No points in the first half and all 30 here in the second. Masner ready to kick off. From the 45, Cardona hesitates, shuffles towards the outside. He's being grabbed there by Proctor and helped down the rest of the way as Proctor's first man down there for Dalhousie on the special teams. Near the 20-yard line where it would be 1st and 10. So to say that this is 3-down territory the rest of the night here for Holland is pretty much probably maybe what's the word here? Well, basically I know the folks are saying, yes, Thompson, yes, it's 3-down territory the rest of the way. We'll just leave it at that. So 1st and 10 from the 20 here for Hurricanes. Jabaluk fires, middle, caught. Hill. On the tackle there was McCarthy. 42 ticks left.
Good for 9 yards. 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 and a long one. We've seen a lot of the slants here tonight. As they're back to live play. Cheveluk out to Hill. Tried to catch it with one hand, and that's incomplete. So it's 3rd and 1 with 27 seconds left.
Pass intended for Hill goes incomplete. 3rd down.
Tigers back at it here next week. It's a 4 o'clock start at Wickwire Field. A team that went undefeated last year to AFL and then lost to UNB in the final. So sometimes you have those undefeated seasons, but to try to get that last win for a championship, very tough. As you see, they try to push the pile. The Tigers tried to, but some good work there. Ben Murdoch, who had some touches early in the first, enough to get the first down with 20 seconds left. Jimaluk back, airs it out, and incomplete. Trying to hit Mackay Hill on that sideline. 8 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this should be the final play of the night. As I said, final play, 4th quarter, and the game. Cheveluk up the middle, pass, picked off. And there's 1 second left as it's Igbungna that picks it off. And there's just 1 tick left, so you just have a funny feeling that Anderson and crew will just come out and kneel this down. Right about at the 50-yard line. They've got the victory formation set. Anderson came in relief of Dante Gabrielli. And he'll nail it down. And that will be your football game here tonight at Dow. Tigers win by 12, 21-9, in their home opener here at Wickwire Field.
21-9 victory over the Holland Hurricanes. Let's hear it for both teams, folks.
A big crowd on hand, and at the first half, there wasn't a lot of points to talk about here, but the teams have put 30 here in the second half. The Tigers with a couple of touchdowns, and they come away with the victory to improve to 2-0 and sweep the season series whiff against the Holland College Hurricanes, who drop to 0-2. So that will do it for all of us here at Wickwire Field. Want to thank the entire Maritime Athletic Profiles crew here for their fantastic work throughout the night. Great job as always. So on behalf of the Maritime Athletic Profile crew, my name is Dan Hobson. Thank you for tuning in. You've been watching the AFL on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Good night, everyone.
Audio Smart.